my productivity skyrocketed. So here's how this looks. I'll show you an example. What I do in Basecamp is I go ahead and I create a to-do list. So for example, this is the one I use in the presentation at Mind Valley. So for example, what I like to do in this 3 for 3 accountability is we have the different areas of our life which are important to us, right? We have our business, our health, and our career. So what I like to do is grab some important things for me for my business, my health, and personal growth and put it into my accountability so I know that it'll get done, because so often I'll get lazy and I'll neglect this stuff. So for example, right now I'm going through an Eben Pagan training. That's the first thing on my list. And the evidence equals post a note of what I learned. The next thing was journaling. Now, I love journaling, but I don't ever do it because I forget or I get lazy. So in one of my tasks is to journal, and the evidence equals post the first line of journaling. Now, this is a big one, waking up early. I hate getting my ass out of bed because I like sleeping. However, I get my best work done in the morning. So this is a great one. If I don't wake up and post that I'm awake before 8 o'clock, I'm breaking, it's a negative consequence. So the evidence factor is to post here by 7:53. And you can see my buddy Tim's joking by saying good boy. And that's what's fun about this, is it's interactive, right? So we have each other. We're here for moral support to help each other out. And there's a positive conversation going, and we're each on each other's side for this. So for example, as I was mentioning, I thought about, if you fail your task, your punishment is to give your money to your accountability partner, but then they start hoping for you to fail so they can get the financial reward. At least this way, if you're doing a penalty that your good friend or your accountability partner doesn't like to see, this way you're both having positive encouragement for each other, and that's really the best way to do it. So for example, my penalty is pretty extreme. It's flushing $250 down the toilet, which is no fun. And like I mentioned, a lot of people might think, holy cow, why are you doing that? And as I mentioned before, for me, the sting of flushing money down the toilet is so powerful that it's going to exponentially make me more productive, which will take me closer to my vision for myself, which is going to allow me to have a greater impact on humanity. And a couple $1,000s that I may flush down the toilet over the years is nothing compared to the implementation this allows me to achieve, basically. So had to go ahead and post the evidence. So this is what the evidence looks like. I go ahead, I put in here my evidence factor, which is the first line of my journaling. I post a picture of my landing pages that I made for that day. I post the first sentence of my journaling, and that's it. So this is all done. You post the evidence, and poof, you have this positive conversation in here, and it works excellent. So I go ahead and I create these for whatever days of the week you want to do it. Feel free to modify this system and use it however you want. Like I mentioned, I like Basecamp, but you could use a free service like Google Docs or Asana, or heck, you could probably even do this out of a Facebook group, which would probably work just as good. So I just wanted to share it with you here. So let's take a look, August 27th. So here's a great example. Wake up before 7 a.m. Evidence equals post here before 7. So sure enough, up, at 7, right before 7, I post that. I wanted an empty inbox for that day. And I wanted to journal, and I wanted to zero out my inbox. So the evidence here is having to post a picture of my zeroed out inbox. And then also I wanted to journal. So the evidence factor there was to post the first sentence of the journal, because we don't want to go ahead and post the full journal because it's private stuff, right, that you don't want everybody to read. Now, what I want to do here is, basically when you fail, that's where shit really hits the fan, right? So I've had a couple instances. Last week I failed twice, and it's no fun. Which day did I fail on? I think it was maybe August 24th. And so I failed that day. I didn't meet my accountability challenge. So remember, as I mentioned before, some of the evidence factors here is integrity. So we all know that checking email is not very productive, and it's not a good way to start your day, because you start your day with other people's priorities rather than your own. So one of my accountability challenges for that day was basically going ahead and not checking email until I was done everything. And sure enough, I ended up over to my inbox and accidentally caught myself reading email. So that was an integrity evidence, basically. So some of the tasks you could choose, like going to the or some of the tasks like maybe not drinking as much coffee or not eating bad food are going to be integrity-based evidence factors. So with that, basically, you have to go off your word. So my integrity challenge for that day was basically no checking email, and as soon as I did, I wouldn't be able to live with myself. I would be out of integrity, so I screwed up and had to flush money down the toilet, and as you can see, I got a little violent here with my words, but that's what happens sometimes. And what really pissed me off is all I had to do for that day was play guitar, and I was all finished, but I caught myself reading emails. So I'll show you that video again right here of how much it sucks to flush money down the toilet. All right, so we're going to commence the failure ritual here. 250 US down the toilet. I failed, fucked up. I didn't meet my requirements, so it's 250 US. So right now I'm in Malaysia, so I pulled ringgit. So it's like 750 ringgit. It's 250 US. This is hard. This is the first time I've ever actually ripped up money. I feel kind of nervous, actually. Here we go. Ah, it's gay. It's totally gay. This is my fuck up fund. I don't want to make this a habit. Here we go. Down the toilet it goes. It's actually kind of hard to rip. Oh, not really. Oh, it sucks. Definitely don't want to do this again. All right, down the toilet it goes, man. It's weird. It's such weirdness. All right, there it is. There it is. And there it goes. Bye-bye.
Slowly.
Slowly going. That's going to be a double flusher.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, that sucked. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching. That was very painful for me. Actually, I've had this system in place for quite a while now, and last week I ended up having to flush 500 bucks, which was horrible. And you can surely bet how much that motivates me to get things done. So you don't have to do things as extreme as I do. You can go ahead and create any type of system you want to make this happen. I just wanted to share with you what I feel works very well as far as doubling your productivity and incorporating some of these elements. So thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate your time. And hit me up if you have any questions about anything, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.